This is not a very cinematic or beautiful video. I'm sorry, and I apologize for I don't apologize for the emotion. I'm an emotional person, and this is literally killing me inside. Like, I can only imagine. Okay, so I am making dinner. My hubby has the kids outside. And I literally just want to talk. I'm super emotional today. I did make a post on Facebook about the shooting that happened yesterday in Florida. I'm not a political person. I don't think this is a political issue. I think that there are things that are happening politically that are preventing us from finding a solution. There is a problem and there's a solution. We have to just find it. Figure it out. I have 4 children that are still in school, and something like this school shooting brings me back to Sandy Hook and all the other school shootings, and of course makes me sick to my stomach to think about that this could be anyone, any kid, any mother that loses their child, any wife or husband loses their spouse. For people who don't know me personally, it's very hard for me to not feel things from other people. And it used to be like a negative thing. It used to be I was too sensitive, or why are you taking that on? It's not your problem, kind of a thing. I don't know how to change it or fix it about me. It's just who I am. I physically feel the pain, not in equality to what these parents are feeling, because I have not lost a child like that, but through my own filter, through my own lens, I feel what I would feel if that was the situation. And it's hard. It physically weighs on me. So I'm a find a solution kind of person. If there's a problem, like, I want to find a solution. And so I feel like it comes back to me as a mom. It's how I teach my kids. What do I teach my kids? Empathy and compassion. And I feel empathy. I did a video called 5 Things I Teach My Kids because of this exact reason. 5 things I teach my kids. Empathy. Everybody's different. That's a good thing, and that goes along the lines of, like, when you're in school and you're seeing someone that's different, don't be afraid to get to know them, be their friend, things like that, and understand and in this situation, everyone is different. Not everybody has the same view or thought on what happened or how it should be fixed. But the fact that we can't even have a conversation about it because people are so upset by you're not understanding me, or I don't want to hear your point of view, or I'm right, you're wrong, like, that is what is so messed up to me. Like, there's a problem. Let's sit down and find a solution. Let's find a solution. Again, I'm not a political person by any means. I'm a person, and I'm a person who sees a problem and wants to help find a solution. That's it. But the fact that people won't even have a conversation about it because they don't want to be wrong or hear what the other person has to say, there are innocent lives being lost because of it. It's not something we don't have control over. It is something that we could fix, but we're not. And people don't want to talk about it because it makes them uncomfortable. It makes you uncomfortable to think about your child being killed or losing a loved one. Of course it does. But not talking about it doesn't make it any better either. So I teach my kids empathy. I teach my kids everybody's different. I teach my kids take responsibility for your actions. Now, I do not know the extent of this young man's history. What I do know is that he was expelled from the school that he decided to do this to, and it was a planned out thing. So in my mind, trying to put myself in his shoes, I don't know his background, and he's alive, so I'm sure at some point it will come out. But he was expelled from his school because of some behavioral issues, and then went back and did this to it. So to me, that says that this young man was upset that he was given a consequence for his actions and decided to retaliate. Instead of saying, I messed up, this is my consequence, and trying to learn from it. So again, something I try to teach my children, because everything comes back to, how do I fix this problem? Me, Elizabeth Day, as one person, cannot take the guns out of everyone's hands that are going to hurt somebody. I can't do that. But what I can do is, from my home, try to teach people, try to teach my children something differently. There is a very, 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 very small chance that anyone that is hurting from this directly will see this. But I'll say this, I am sorry for the pain that you are going through. There are people that you don't even know that are thinking of you. And that stupid line of my thoughts and prayers are with you, my thoughts and prayers are with you. I hope, because I believe in that stuff, that affects you somehow, that you feel that somehow, that positivity is coming to you somehow. I pray that that is the case, because I cannot imagine, I do not want to imagine losing someone that I loved, especially in this situation, in this circumstance, this way. My heart breaks for you. But please know that there are people across the world that feel the same way. So I hope that you are able to feel that. I hope, I pray that somehow that energy makes its way to you. Know that there are so many of us that are thinking of you today and every time that this happens. I think about Sandy Hook. I think about all of these other shootings that are happening. I think about it every single time. All of these families that are being affected. This has to change. It has to. There's no other way. We cannot sit here and kill each other. Like, we have to. Something has to change. I hope that let this be the one. Let this be the one. We say that after each one of them. Let this be the one. Sandy Hook. Little babies. Little babies were killed and still did nothing to fix it. It is so frustrating and sometimes feels so hopeless. Like, I can do nothing about it except for make a video. That's all I can do. Teach my kids and make a video. And hopefully if enough people do that, then something will happen. Like, I can only laugh because I just want to cry. I hope that this changes. Please tell me how to fix it. If there's anything that I can do, tell me. Tell me. We say it after each tragedy. Hold your babies closer. Tell the people that you love them, because you never know. 9/11. Lived in New York, remember it very vividly. You never know who you're gonna lose. Any day, any moment, you can lose someone. So tell them that you love them, tell them that you care, don't wait. My daughter lost a friend a couple days ago. He was shot and killed. And one of the things that she keeps saying is, I wish I had answered his message back. I wish I had done this differently. I wish. And I remind her, you didn't know. There's no way you could have known, honey. Like, but I know she beats herself up. And I know most of the living victims of situations like this beat themselves up. So tell the people that you love them. Tell them what they mean to you. Even if it's uncomfortable, even if you haven't said it in years, say it. Say it. Do what you can to fix the problem. Right? Just do what you can. I'm gonna go finish making these witch fingers and have a dinner with my kids tonight. Put my baby to sleep. Talk to my 11-year-old a little bit more about it. And I hope tomorrow will be a little bit better. Again, my thoughts and prayers are with the victims. I hope that you feel that. I have linked an official GoFundMe account in the description. So if you have anything, please contribute.